I never imagined that inheriting a derelict shopping center from a distant uncle would spark the adventure of a lifetime. Tucked away in the forgotten edges of Detroit, Michigan, this sprawling, abandoned complex stood like a silent sentinel, its cracked parking lots and shattered windows whispering secrets of a bygone era. As a passionate detectorist, I couldn't resist grabbing my metal detector and turning this inherited relic into my personal treasure hunt. The first beeps echoed through the overgrown weeds, pulling me deeper into the mystery of what lay buried beneath the concrete ruins. What started as curiosity quickly hooked me. Could this forsaken place hide a buried gold hoard, waiting to reveal its glittering fortune? My heart raced as the detector signaled strongly near the old fountain in the center courtyard, now choked with vines and debris. Digging carefully, I unearthed a cluster of antique gold rings, their intricate engravings suggesting they dated back to the early 20th century. These weren't just shiny trinkets. They bore hallmarks from renowned jewelers of the Prohibition era, when such pieces symbolized hidden wealth smuggled during bootlegging days. Historically, they represent the opulence of the Roaring Twenties, often passed down in families as heirlooms that evaded the economic crashes. Each ring felt like a portal to that glamorous past, their value not just in carats but in the stories of resilience they carried. Venturing into what was once the food court area, the ground yielded a surprising find, a set of sterling silver flatware, tarnished but intact, from the mid-19th century. Crafted by American silversmiths during the Industrial Revolution. These utensils featured elaborate patterns inspired by neoclassical designs, reflecting the growing middle class's aspiration for elegance. Their historical significance lies in how they illustrate the shift from handmade to machine-assisted production, marking a pivotal moment in U.S. manufacturing history. Valued highly by collectors, they evoked images of lavish dinners in emerging urban households, adding a tangible link to America's economic boom. As I swept the detector over the former department store's loading dock, a deeper tone led me to a small cache of vintage brooches embedded in the soil. These Art Deco beauties, adorned with semi-precious stones like garnets and pearls, hailed from the 1920s and 1930s, a time when women's fashion embraced geometric boldness post-World War I. Historically, they symbolize the empowerment of the flapper generation who used such accessories to express newfound freedoms. Their rarity today stems from the era's cultural shift, making them prized for auctions where they fetch thousands, not merely for beauty but for encapsulating social evolution. The excitement built when I probed the overgrown perimeter fence line, uncovering a buried tin box containing rare stock certificates from defunct railroad companies of the late 1800s. Issued during the Gilded Age's expansion frenzy, these papers bore ornate vignettes of locomotives and tycoons, highlighting the pivotal role railroads played in uniting the nation and fueling industrial growth. Their historical value is immense as they document the speculative bubbles that led to economic panics, offering lessons in financial history. Collectors seek them for their scarcity, often valuing them as artifacts of America's westward push and capitalist origins. Deeper into the mall's service tunnels, my detector pinned on something substantial, a collection of antique brass keys, each uniquely shaped and engraved with symbols from various locks of the Victorian era. Historically, they represent advancements in metallurgy and engineering that influenced modern locksmithing. Their appeal lies in the mystery of what doors they once opened, with market values soaring due to their role in preserving tales of industrial ingenuity. The real thrill came near the abandoned escalators, where I dug up a hoard of gold coins, not the buried treasure I dreamed of yet, but sovereigns from the California Gold Rush period, minted in the 1850s. These coins, bearing the eagle emblem, were circulated during the frenzy that drew thousands westward, embodying the American dream's raw pursuit. Their historical weight is in chronicling the economic transformation of the U.S., from agrarian roots to a gold standard powerhouse. Prized by numismatists, they hold immense value for their purity and the epic migrations they financed, sparking endless fascination. Pushing further into the Derelict arcade section, the Detector revealed a set of ornate cufflinks made from rare enamel and gold, dating to the Edwardian era around 1900. These accessories, often worn by businessmen in booming industrial hubs, featured motifs of prosperity like wheat sheaves, symbolizing the agricultural to urban shift. Historically, they underscore the rise of corporate culture in America, where personal style conveyed status amid rapid wealth accumulation. Their educational draw comes from linking to fashion history, with auction prices reflecting their scarcity as emblems of early 20th century ambition. As twilight crept over the shopping center, another beep guided me to a cluster of vintage medallions from World's Fairs, specifically the 1893 Chicago Exposition buried in a shallow pit. These commemoratives, struck in bronze and gold alloy, celebrated technological marvels like electricity and machinery that defined progress. Their historical importance lies in showcasing America's emergence as an innovation leader on the global stage, inspiring generations. Valued for their event-specific rarity, they educate on cultural milestones, turning each piece into a miniature museum exhibit that ignites curiosity about our inventive heritage. But just when I thought the day's discoveries couldn't get any more astonishing, my detector let out a frantic, unrelenting screech beneath the crumbling floor of the old anchor store, where the tile had buckled from years of neglect. I pried up a loose slab with my shovel, revealing a hidden compartment sealed in weathered wood inside. Lay a staggering buried gold hoard, dozens of gleaming bars stamped with mint marks from the 1930s, right before the U.S. government recalled gold during the Great Depression. This wasn't mere metal. It was a clandestine cache likely stashed by a savvy investor evading the Gold Reserve Act, symbolizing the era's financial desperation and the lengths people went to protect their fortunes amid economic collapse. Historically, such hoards illuminate the turbulent shift to fiat currency, offering a rare glimpse into personal survival strategies during one of America's darkest fiscal periods. Their value today soars not just in melt weight, but as irreplaceable artifacts of monetary history, potentially worth millions at auction and rewriting local lore about hidden wealth in Detroit's industrial heyday. The sheer magnitude of this find left me breathless, transforming my uncle's forgotten inheritance into a portal of untold riches and revelations. Who knows what other secrets this derelict shopping center still guards. Thanks so much for joining me on this thrilling treasure hunt. Your support means the world. Drop a comment below and let me know which find caught your eye the most, whether it was those antique rings or the gold hoard itself. If you enjoyed the story, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update, and give this video a big thumbs up. See you in the next adventure.